I was raised by a single mom. So
Okay.
yes, I was brought up. If you want it, you go get it. Don't depend on anybody else to get it for
She
you.
said that she came from a single parent and her mom told her to be get on your stuff so you won't need a man. A woman that's happily married would not say no shit like that. I
It's
don't
Exactly.
hard because
understand.
the
It's
leadership.
so those are, and this is where we get to. These women are trying to be better men. These motherfuckers, they ain't even trying to learn how to cook.
Why
Let's
do you look
start
at
there.
chasing a career and money as trying to be a man? Why do you look at it that way?
Masculine is trying to go tit for tat with a man. When a man try to tell you something and then you gotta have the last word, that's being masculine. Okay?
No,
Okay.
that's being petty. That's not being
Yeah.
masculine.
That's
That's
being
being petty.
masculine because
That's
women
being
don't talk
petty.
over
But
men.
you
That's
can
number one.
still
I
be
don't
a
And
know
people
what
shouldn't talk over
generation
each other
y'all
in
come from.
general.
Hold on.
People should
Let's
talk over one
I'm
another.
finna be 45, so I came from a different generation of women. Women didn't overtalk men. Okay, they just didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Yeah,
feel
go
like
ahead.
I feel like it's a lot of different. It's too many hands in the pot for like a better words.
Okay.
There's still so many different versions of females out there.
Okay.
And a lot of them live in what I like to call the Lulu land.
Okay.
Not only for the men that they want to be with, but internally. Like they think that they are a certain caliber of woman, but they're really not.
Hmm.
The women that say, "Oh, I can do bed by myself. I got this and the third," be the same women asking for $40. The women who, I mean, the guys who talk bad about the women that's asking for $40 makes them not want to ask anymore. So it's like for me, I can't speak for all females, but I hands down know my cloth is completely different. Like I don't even think I was cut from the cookie cutter. Like
That's what I'm
for
talking
me,
about.
I was raised by a single mom. So
Okay.
yes, I was brought up you know, if you want it, you go get it. Don't depend on anybody else to get it for you.
Mm,
Again, that's a single mom's mindset because she's
yeah.
going to what? Do whatever she need to do for her kids. And
Yeah.
I say this about a lot of moms. We don't always do what we want to do, but we always do what we have to do. So
Okay.
in there and no, being raised that way, a lot of men I came across, I did have that I don't need you mindset, and that came
Mm,
across as bitchy. That came across as
mm,
negatively,
yeah.
from their POV. However,
Yeah.
to me, I'm just like I don't want to need you because in my mind at that time it was I need air to breathe. I need water to survive. You know what I mean? Versus,
And
yes, I want you, I'm choosing you, but I don't need you. But
man, the
as
most
go ahead.
yeah, I'm
You
about to
know
say the
that's
most
trauma,
beautiful.
right?
Well, before you get into
Let me
that
you
part,
didn't let me finish.
the
Didn't
most
let me
beautiful part, the most beautiful thing a woman can do is like really submit to her guy and really showing her guy that she needs him. I know in y'all minds that's like, oh, that's me being weak. Oh goodness, I got to depend on him. But I'm telling you, if you got a good guy, that's gonna make that man go so hard for you to really make sure that you straight. You and
and
the
it
kids or
took for
whoever.
that to
But do
happen.
you understand though that that's trauma coming from a parent? Because she said that she came from a single parent and her mom told her to be get on your stuff so you won't need a man. A woman that's happily married would not say no shit like that. They wouldn't tell her that because they'll tell her the positive about being married. Stick by your good man and
Well,
support him and love him. That's what a
that
healthy relationship a wife would tell her daughter. What happens is by a single mother not necessarily getting those things out of husband and they break up and now she's forced to be a man, so now she pushes that on her child because if it happened to her, baby, this is what, get on your stuff now just in case your man
well,
leave you, you won't need him. That's
well,
trauma.
I'll say
No, and
yes.
I'm not saying that it wasn't
Mhm.
because yes, my mom definitely did go through trauma with my father. What I'm saying is that's how I was raised, but it took self accountability,
Yeah,
self reflection for me to realize, hey, that ain't gonna work for you as a fucking adult. That ain't gonna work
yeah,
for you. If you want to attract the man that you want and you desire, you got to change up some things. And
mm,
I just so happened to be blessed to come across a guy who really was like, maybe I can submit to him. And I finally did for the first time in my life submit to a
mm,
man. And it wasn't bad at all. It wasn't how some women painted out to be. Like you
yeah.
said,
I think
JB, oh, it's weak, this and the third. No, because he understands me. He understands that, yes, I'm
I
still
think
a
the pro.
strong black woman. I'm always going to be that. However, when it comes to you and I's dynamic, I can submit wholeheartedly now. It was a
Oh,
But
struggle.
why do
I
women
think
make it seem like it's so hard to submit? All submitting is believing in your man, supporting your man, and respecting your man. That's what submission is. I
It's
don't
hard because
understand.
the
It's
leadership.
so those are,
oh,
and this is where we get to. These women are trying to be better men instead of better women. Women are
yeah.
chasing futures. They chasing money. They chasing they workplace or whatever. They trying to be more successful. They're trying to be more men than men. Instead of learning how to be more of a woman. I don't know one woman to this day got a cookbook. These motherfuckers they ain't even trying to learn how to cook.
Why do
Let's
you look
start
at
there.
chasing a career and money as trying to be a man? Why do you look at it that way? A woman should,
Because
like JB said, a woman should work as well.
right,
That's
but see
two
Yeah,
what
I
two
do
happens.
incomes
believe
in
she
one
should work.
household.
I
That doesn't
agree
mean you're
with
trying to
that.
be a man.
I
Yeah,
agree with that. But what happens with a woman is when she start climbing up the success ladder, she start bringing manly ass attributes with her. Now, if you can
Such
work and stay
as,
feminine, you are a
yeah,
prize.
yeah. You're
But
such
if
proud
as.
you
of
get,
man.
but if you working and you turning into me, I'm sorry, baby, that ain't it.
So let me ask this. So for me,
She
yes,
says
I work.
2025.
Yes,
We
I'm
use
the I'm
cookbooks.
the I bring
Oh,
home more income.
you got
However, I
wife
still
got
cook,
three.
I still clean, I still wash clothes, I still give massages. I still do all the things. So is that me
Yeah,
being still a woman or is that me being masculine?
No,
I would say
what
that you
makes a
being a
woman
woman.
masculine is trying to go tit for tat with a man. When a man try to tell you something and then you gotta have the last word, that's being masculine. Okay?
No,
Okay.
that's being petty. That's not being
Yeah.
masculine.
That's
That's
being
being petty.
masculine because
That's
women
being
don't talk
petty.
over
But
men.
you
It,
That's
can
number one.
still
I
be a
don't
And
know
people
what
woman.
shouldn't talk over
generation
each other
y'all
in
come from.
general.
hold
People
on,
My,
should
let's
talk over one
I'm
another.
finna be 45, so I came from a different generation of women. Women didn't overtalk men. Okay, they just didn't. When
yeah.
men
Back in the
spoke,
day,
women be quiet. Okay, when men come around, women separate themselves. They don't get in the conversation like these women today. So this is what I'm saying. I saw a whole different generation of women.
Mhm.
They respect male authority, and they only spoke to men when the men spoke to them. They didn't just jump in conversations and shit like y'all women today y'all gotta say something. You just gotta say something. You can't just stay in your place. And
When it
that's
comes to you, yeah, when you talk about like arguments with the guy in the household or whatnot,
yeah, I mean, like, because women don't understand, like, when you choose a man to be your protector and your provider, and he
yeah,
tell you certain things, you as a woman should be feminine enough to deny what you think and follow your man's lead. But what happens is these women today, they gotta have the last say so. They gotta be right and they gotta tell their side instead of saying, you know what, baby, I trust you. Because
yeah.
number one, I chose you to be my protector and my provider. So whatever you say that's best, I trust you to make decisions that's best for our family or best for our situation. Women don't get, like I said, they want you
Let,
to be a man when it's convenient for them. And
let
when
me
it's
shout
not
out.
convenient, they don't want to hear that shit.
Nah, facts. Let me shout out Brandon one more time. $5, bro. We definitely appreciate you, man, over here.
On these turkeys.
Women want Tony Stark, T'Challa, and Steve Rogers in one person. At this point, I'm 46 years. I'd rather stay single. I have fun and take care of my kids. Yeah, bro. You gotta have that
Facts.
Infinity Gauntlet
I
probably
was about to
to create. You need to make the snap probably.
not they want
Yeah.
all three of them
Shout
and
out to you.
they
Yeah,
end
that's
up
crazy.
that's crazy.
Um,
I kind of agree with the brother was saying, but at the same time, I understand Brat's point too.
mhm.
See, I know I don't look it, but I'll be 59. But I'm the only boy
Yeah,
with
you don't look
Come on,
59,
black
bro.
don't crack
Man, you look good in the
unless you're doing
motherfucker,
it.
bro.
Good shit,
No
baby. Yeah,
homo.
for real.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be 59. I never been married, but I'm the only boy with 4 sisters.
Okay.
And I think that marriage is a beautiful thing. But
Yeah.
in today's modern day times, I just ain't gonna do it. I mean, to this day, I dare a woman say to me, "Oh, Mark, I need you to pay for my nails and my hair." I'm gonna call the authorities on her ass. Because
He about to crash out.
we know that when a woman says stuff like that, she don't like you. Now, I do agree with Brat said earlier that if you're in a good relationship, I believe that both of y'all have to be willing to go past the 15 rounds, just like a boxing match. So when it comes to a woman's femininity, I'm just gonna say it like this. I think if the woman really feeling the guy, she's gonna submit. I can't categorize or I can't sit there and stereotype and say that all women could be toxic or all women could be masculine. I just think that if you are around the right woman and she's feeling you, she's gonna listen to you.
Come on, Mark. Yes.
Yeah.
She's gonna listen to
Come
you.
on, Mark.
Now me, I'm not an expert. I'm just saying from being around women, like my four sisters, I had to learn how to cook. I live alone. I'd rather have my peace than to mess around with some toxic cheats. And that's it.
Yeah, but a lot of women say and I saw the women cheering you on when you said that if she the right woman, she'll submit. What happens is this: women sometimes they have selective submissiveness. When y'all first meet and she in the infatuation factor, when you handsome to her, you having sex with her right, you doing good with yourself, and the flame is still lit. Oh yeah, she in la la land. But when that 5-year mark, 2, 3, after them couple years go down the line and she get used to your ass, oh yeah. I don't know what relationship.
That's why you gotta have a relationship that's outside the bedroom. The C word, chemistry.
You gotta have chemistry.
Chemistry, communication.
Outside the bedroom, there has to be more of an attraction than the body, the looks.
That is true.
Communication is the key.
Yeah, if you're trying to have a monogamous relationship for sure, that with that person you got to have more than just sex, because you're not having sex every single day or every.
You're absolutely right, but you forgot about this. You forgot to factor in one thing when it comes to a woman: they damn feelings, and they go up and down like a radar. So y'all can have chemistry. She can wake up one day and it happens all the time. She's just angry about some shit that we don't even care about, and just starting shit. That's how women is.
But
that's why though, if you got the right one, she not gonna start with you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
if you got one,
if her feelings are up and down, left and right, because let's be real, it happens because we have something called a menstrual cycle that changes our whole chemistry.
That is true too.
Our shit be over there. However, communication will combat that. Because if I wake up, I don't have these issues, but if I wake up and it's that time of the month and I'm a little on edge because of that, a simple conversation about that will combat and shut down everything else.
And
I feel what you're saying.
If you pick a good, go ahead, Sonny.
For you and y'all are communicating, there is only but so far she's gonna take that attitude with you, especially if that's your woman and you're her man, aligned and on the same page. She knows that when she wakes up and she's on her period or she not having a good day, she might snap at you, but then she'll turn right back around, maybe in a couple of hours, maybe the next day, and be like, you know what, baby, I'm sorry I did that.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. Yeah.
That's definitely
supposed to be in the man's role in this relationship. Should not have taken that personal because you knew what was going on.
Well, the thing about it is, if you get with a good enough guy, I'm gonna be honest, that guy's energy is gonna make you want to be a better person. It's gonna cause you not to want to be snappy. You're gonna grow with that guy. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think a lot of y'all have toxic guys sometimes, or y'all might be toxic, and then you end up wondering why the situation is so rocky or so chaotic. It's really because of how you choose. If you choose a great guy in your life, that guy's presence is gonna make you want to be better. Want you to be sweeter. You're just gonna do it naturally.
No matter what kind of woman you find, they still gonna get on your damn nerve, whether it be good or bad.
It's gonna be moments. It's gonna be moments. It's always gonna be good and bad.
But at the end of the day, only you can make you want to be a good person or a good partner in a relationship, and vice versa. Can't nobody walking God's green earth tell you otherwise. If I wake up tomorrow and say I want to cheat, that's my prerogative. However, because I love you and I want to be with you and you're the person I choose and you're the man and you haven't given me any reason to step out, I'm going to be like, nope, and shut that shit down.
Right. So y'all speak about
to you.
Yeah, y'all speak about this certain demographic of women, right? Like as you refer to yourself, you say you a good girl or whatever, right? Well, the society is not showing us those type of women because 70% of divorces end with y'all leaving our ass. So if we just go off the numbers, that mean niggas we must ain't got it right because y'all leaving the shit out of us.
Correct.
We got a lot of chameleons out here. It's a lot of chameleons out here. I will be honest. A lot of
I'm just saying if that's what we going off of, women leaving us at an alarming rate. So if we going off about the numbers, that mean a lot of men ain't shit.
You gotta think about it, Coach Vita. A lot of these women are not
They
under the
ain't. They not.
covering.
They don't have the leadership.
Okay, well now you got a lot of women led astray. So that's what's in the market. That's the influx in the market of women who are led astray, who are going to be acting like all the rest of the strays out there who are just chaotic, who are probably going to ruin a guy's life more than make it better.
You
So
know
I
why,
mean, Macmaal
JB?
is telling the truth on that
You know
part.
why, JB?
Why?
Because all women are of men. They running through the same circle of men and wondering why they getting the same results.
That's why the standards.
What
That's what I'm
happened
saying.
to
I don't know y'all standards exactly. I don't know what y'all like in guys. I don't know how he got to look, how tall he got to be. Y'all have standards, and y'all know y'all do.
but they
So
And
just
a handsome man is handsome to every woman.
they
that's what
just
I'm
got
saying.
done saying that if a guy has if the chemistry's there, then they're locked into their submission, and everything's gravy. But again, as just pointed out, they end up leaving. So what happened to that chemistry?